See, I'm not gonna do the shark diving one because that one is just craziness. I can do bungee jumping is also
Sharks
crazy.
are harmless. More people die from being on their phone a year than they do from shark attacks.
Because more people don't meet sharks than use their phone. Like, think about it. Have you met a shark? No, you wouldn't be allowed to tell the story.
No,
exactly. Oh, why is it when women get into relationships, they consume their lives with their partner? Like, you make everything revolve around the person. And I feel like that's just how we show love, you know? So when the relationship ended, I made it a goal to consume my life with other things, right? And that meant friends, family, my work, my school. And because of that, there was no room to feel the void of his presence no longer being there, you know?
I think grief is an essential part of being. You are going to lose. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose hope. You're going to lose yourself. Sometimes you have to grieve versions of yourself. And grief, for a very long time, I looked at it as a negative thing. I looked at loss as a negative thing. And especially because grief does initially impact you very negatively. It destabilizes you. It makes you incredibly sad, definitely borderline depressed. Grief is just love in a heavy coat, right? It's all the love that you can no longer give to somebody or something that you once loved.
Hello, hi, it's your girl, Mommy Dearest.
Hi, I'm Caiah, aka Adi.
And welcome to Thought Digest, where we
amplify conversations
one thought at a time.
I'm surprised we even remember our intro.
And it was so fluent, bruh. For people who haven't been on this couch for so long.
And it's not a laughing matter. Let's stop laughing.
Okay. This is a public service announcement. We would like to apologize sincerely to our audience. Thank you so much for supporting us through this very, very dark time when we
were unable to shoot.
Yeah, when
it was genuine. And as per recommendation from our manager, we have to explain ourselves.
Bruh, she wrote a whole message last night. She's like, "Y'all better explain and apologize." And yes.
So I'll start. The last time that we were meant to shoot, I was stuck in Durban. Fly Cafe and lift had technical difficulties, and for some reason, the earliest flights got the longest delay. So I was supposed to land in Joburg at 9 a.m. I landed at 9 p.m.
Ish.
Yeah, so that was a Fly Cafe and lift thing. And in the shoot before, memory issues. I don't remember.
I think it was a thing of like, sadly, it had to be postponed, but the date in which it was being postponed to was a date where school for me was hectic. I've been doing assignments, you know, so it's just been hectic. So it's been really hard. It's been very difficult. Oh, and also like I feel like also working on like our individual brands, there's just a lot going on, and like time is this biggie. But we are truly sorry. We hoped to come back consistently.
I think we have to make a promise at this point. We genuinely have to say with our chest that it's not gonna happen. 3 weeks is a very long time, especially because I'm now more aware than ever that this has become a safe space for a lot of people.
Yes.
Our conversations have become a soft landing for a lot of people. Our comment section has become a place of expression for a lot of people. Yeah. And so when the Monday begins and there's no thought, when the week begins and there's no thought digest, where do they vent? You know, who do they vent to?
And y'all have been fetching me everywhere. Like you fetched me on. I discovered where my TikTok DMs are because of y'all. Y'all have been
the message requests.
Yes, message requests under videos I do separately in my DMs everywhere. And shame. It showed me how much you guys truly love our platform and what we're doing here and how it truly impacts your lives. Because I thought it was only impacting ours. Because I come here, I bother and I dip. And I didn't realize that it was also like a place for your hearts to also be open. So we truly apologize. We are going to be consistent. We also apologize for not keeping y'all updated or at least giving you y'all nuggets of things. Because I know Caiah and I have been meeting. And we should have
in our own time, we should have taken a video together or TikTok together and be like, "Hey guys, like we know we haven't seen you guys in a while. We're working on it." And how we are working on it, guys, we're planning on moving in together.
So please help us pay our deposit by subscribing to memberships. This is the time to subscribe to memberships and also send us stickers. But I saw someone, oh my God, I really wanted to find, I'll remember next video. There are people who literally send us like stickers as an appreciation, and it's money. So they send us like 100 in the comment sections. And I was like, that is so crazy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much. That honestly, that blows my mind. Thank you so much.
It's so romantic. You know, as women, it's tanda imali. That's the best way to show us appreciation. You get it.
Oh, and also, what was the other thing? Memberships. So you guys have been struggling with memberships. I feel like most of you guys are not subscribed to memberships. You're subscribed to support. So there's supporters and then there's members. So supporters is the one that the membership, close friends. Like the membership fee is how much? No, that's not close. The 20 rand. So if you're under the 20 rand subscription, then you're on close friends, and that just shows love. And maybe are we able to post stuff on close friends? Oh, we can't. Oh yeah, so that's just you showing love. But members, where you actually find our members content, because it is there. It's not that you guys can't see it. The members content is on the members platform, which you must see the difference. What are you subscribing to, close friends or members? And I want to do cute stuff for our members, so definitely subscribe to members.
We're planning. Should we tell them what we want to do on there? Should we? Okay, our moving in series is going to be there as well. So when we're furniture shopping and apartment hunting and all of that, we're going to throw that over on the
so maybe we'll have snippets on our like personal thingies, but like on members, that's where you go.
You're going to see us together.
You're going to see us together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, nice. So when you speak directly to camera, use your camera.
Okay.
And then when you speak directly to camera, use your camera. And then
I forgot. Both of the yes.
Yes.
No,
I learned this past week. What were we saying? Oh, yes. Because moving in together is going to make content creation so much easier, especially for Thought Digest, and also diversifying the content. We don't want to show you short form content that is just snippets of the long form. We want to be able to create content on our own, away from the podcast, and just make it a little bit more personal. You know, throughout the week, you're seeing us.
What's going on in our life. So when we come back to this couch and say life update, you'll actually have like snippets, an idea, man. You know, so then this is also a great opportunity to check out our individual channels, Caiah's individual channel and my individual channel, as well as our individual social media pages. All the links are literally in the description. So that's where you get everything. And if you're watching the video, don't forget to also, if you listen, there's nothing wrong in watching us and also listening to us on Spotify. Right? If you're listening on Spotify, there's nothing wrong listening to us and going to watch us on YouTube. Either or.
Yeah, because sometimes you need to put a face to the voice and face to the story. We have facial expressions. You see, if you're listening right now, you can't see what I'm doing with my face. Okay. Right.
But but that's like literally on like our apology section, as requested by management,
as necessitated by our audience, guys.
That's true, it is necessary. Y'all just do deserve an apology. And now to the life updates. It's 3 weeks worth of life updates.
There's so much to catch up on, like I don't even know where to begin.
Spill. Where are you gonna start?
I don't know. You know what? Actually, on a positive note, I think I'm in such a much better space than I was the last time we sat on this couch. The last time we sat on this couch, you could tell, man. I feel so much better, especially because I've taken time to get to know myself again, which was the issue. I didn't feel like myself, and that's primarily because I didn't really know who I am in this season. There was a time where, in that time that I was not doing so well, I had realized that I'm not who I used to be, but I love who I used to be, and so this version is not recognizable, and that's the conflict, So I've taken a lot of time over the past few weeks to just not reinvent, but revisit. Redefine who I am. And I think I'm also, this is what I wanted to mention. So on Monday, I went to watch Lois Okola perform. Not perform, but like watch his stand-up. Right?
Where was my invite? Fine, carry on. It's okay.
Didn't you have school or something?
It's fine.
Sorry. I don't know where it was. It was last minute. I RSVP'd on the day. Like,
carry on.
Sorry. Okay. I went to watch him, and he's one of South Africa's most prolific comedians. You know, he's opened for Trevor. He's and he's done these international gigs. He's been on. There's this other show that has the red and blue lighting. Like, he's just, you know, he's been really great in his career. He's been successful in his career. So I was really excited to watch him live for the first time because all I saw was snippets on TikTok, on YouTube, so on. And when I watched him, I was in awe of his crowd work, his material, his confidence. He's just
he worked the room.
Yes, he worked the room, and his stand-up was very natural. Even though stand-up is scripted, but it felt very conversational. His engagement with the audience as well. He's one of those one-liner people who are just really hilarious. So I left the show feeling, one, I was in awe of his talent, not him as a person because I don't know him as a person, but I was in awe of his talent, and I was really inspired. I was like, goodness gracious, like this is it. I love comedy. I like to be funny. That's why Adiola exists, you know. And the invite was a personal invite from him. Via Instagram, but it wasn't hey, hi, please come to my show. He just sent me the poster, and I was like, okay, I'll be there. And then he says, please RSVP. I said, will do. And that was the interaction. So I thought somebody else was handling his Instagram, and I didn't take the personal invite too seriously until yesterday. I sent him a message. I said, hey, thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I had such an epic time. I'm in awe of your talent. I would love to come watch you again. Please don't hesitate to invite me. And does the man not say, I watch your content. You have stand-up comedy energy. Please pursue that. It's a lonely career, but what isn't? Bye.
Girl, do it.
I was like, what the heck?
Do it.
What the heck? And it reminded me of something Winkler said where she said, you don't know who's on the other side. Like, you gotta keep
in her recent interview,
with DJ Spoo. And she was just encouraging people who are in the creative space to just keep creating because you don't know who's watching. And for him to say, I watch your content, it was enough for me. And he was like, if you telling me I have stand-up comedy energy and you know what I'm saying, you're an international comedian. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm on.
If you needed like redirection, God was like,
my God, I sat there and I was like, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. And so even though like it was such a brief conversation before we started shooting, I'm going to talk to Rampedi Media about something else, doing something fresh, something new in the comedic, you know, in the comedic genre.
Excited.
I'm so excited, especially because like I know. I'm now more aware, especially after Spreading Humans. Yeah. I'm now so much more aware of my capabilities than I've ever been. So now, please, ne?
Highly capable. Your standard is up there. You are truly so talented. You're like a natural. You're so charismatic. I get what he means when he says like you just have the thing for it. And bruh, there's no coincidence that like our first podcast as well, like you have natural star power, and how we coincidentally also like started in this space. It was not something that was like premeditated or anything, you know. God just puts you where you belong so nicely, so easily. And it's just, you're talking about trusting him earlier on this year. Look, he's showing you. He's showing you.
Ross, you will turn. Enough about me. I'm blushing now. Okay, I've had enough. Thank you, though. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that is my unemotional friend. On my end, guys, I also haven't been really good, shame. The last time y'all saw me, like I would come here saying, oh, life is hard. Oh, I'm tired. God, I'm tired. I'm no longer tired. Amen. That doesn't mean that my situation has changed. Yeah. It just means that
your approach and your perspective
it has changed, you know? Because it just really, it's like, why? Like, I have a tendency of like running away from Christ when things are hard, because I feel like I can carry my own. Like, I don't know. I feel like my burden doesn't deserve to be carried. You know, I remember I came here and I said everyone must carry their cross. Don't take that to heart. I've changed my mentality. Your cross is not for yours. It's not yours to bear. It's already been carried. It's already been won over. You know, so it's a thing of like, it was just like a optimism. Like, I have so much more optimism now than I had in the past. Like, my situation hasn't changed, but I have optimism, that whatever it is, it's gonna blow over, you know. So I feel like there's that aspect of it. And also I feel, guys, do right, man. I'm so good.
Man.
I'm so
And her
good.
nails are done, guys. I'm actually gonna give kudos to her because I don't know how many times she's come to sit next to me on this couch with bare hands.
That shows you, like, when I'm not in a good space mentally, it's so hard for me to take care of myself.
Yes.
And right now I'm in my, like, taking care of myself, this is embarrassing, but, like, I actually did my laundry on Sunday. It was so crazy to me. That was the first time doing my laundry in 2 months. So
what the heck were you wearing?
I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of clothes, like too many. Some that don't even fit me. So I'm gonna give some away to my little sister, those that fit her, and those that don't fit her. I don't think you wear my style. We don't. You see, my old style does not correspond. It does not.
No.
It doesn't.
As soon as you said old style, I'm like,
keep it there. So whatever my sister wants, she wants, and then whatever, like, I don't want to keep, I'll
you can put it on Yaga.
I don't want to sell it.
Oh, you want to give it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to sell it. I want to give it. So maybe I'll give it to
St. Mary's.
Yes, I'll give it to St. Mary's.
Speaking of which, we spent
guys, a lot has happened.
This is gonna be the longest update you guys have ever had.
We literally
owe it to you, I guess.
Went to a children's home
for Mandela Day.
Yes, thought I just went to a children's home for my Mandela Day, and it was honestly so beautiful.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I think a lot of the times we have this one-dimensional view of our world, that we exist in the space and it's about us and it's about our vicinity and the people around us, when your perspective needs to widen. And I think going there made me, one, realize how present God is in not only my life, but in everybody else's life. The fact that those children have a home, and St. Mary's Children's Home is a home.
Bruh.
It's not a station, where children
you
park to be thrown out into the system.
Yes.
No, it's a genuine home where it feels like family. They are family. And the reason why we went there is because they had opened a new...
Like, they renovated
cabin, right?
a new, I don't know. It's like they have mini houses in, like, one lot. And that's what makes it so family-like, because it's like a mini house with a living room, everything.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys will see the footage when we edit, post it. But, like, and they had renovated.
Yes, they had renovated the new home. The new, let me say, dormitory?
Yeah, I don't think it's it does not suit, man. It's a house.
Yeah,
they
the little house.
The little house. Yeah.
And so because of the renovations, they're now able to take in more kids.
Yes.
And that, I think about 10 more kids. And obviously 10 more kids means more resources that they need. So this is if you didn't spend your 67 minutes, here you go. Please, we'll put the details for donations in the description box.
Yep. Please, guys, please do something.
Yeah.
If you want to visit it, I think you can speak to them, about visiting. If you're from a professional organization and want to do something with your companies, that is the place to go.
Because on the day Standard Bank was there.
Jack's Paint was there.
Jack's Paint was there.
So many
Radisson.
So many people were there, and it was just so beautiful. Like, they bride with the kids, and the kids love a bride. Like, they were telling us, they were like, hey, come back. And we're like, yes, we're gonna come back. And I made a promise. I was like, I'm gonna go back there and we're gonna buy. So when we make that initiative, I hope you guys are there to support us, so that the kids have an amazing time. Yeah.
Is that it for your life update?
Oh yes, I'm single.
We laugh, but it's not funny.
I think
we laugh, but it is not funny. And that's a good segue to our long topic.
Yeah, so I'm single. Updates in the long topic.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's it for the life updates. For now, that's what I can remember. And then, obviously, next episode, I'll be like, oh, go on, Jay. But as it stands, I think we're in healthy places.
I feel like I'm healthy right now.
I feel like I'm
healthy.
I feel like I'm healthy
okay.
too.
Thato, you healthy?
Yeah.
He's healthy. Everyone is healthy. Okay.
Everyone is healthy.
Yeah, so we can go into our
girl chat.
Our girl chat. So today's girl chat, Caiah's like, let us do our bucket list items.
Yes.
My bucket list, hopefully more things come to mind.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've done everything I've always wanted to do.
What?
Well,
Really?
Well, not everything. I've done 50% of my bucket list. Yes.
You've done one thing that's on my
What
bucket
is it?
list. You want a cruise ship.
That was on my bucket list.
Really?
Yeah, that was on my bucket list and I cleared it. So I've done a
I
cruise.
wanna.
But maybe a cruise.
Around the world.
Yes.
That's mine. Around the
Hey,
world.
but I'll never do that cruise. Did you see the 9 months cruise?
That's the one I want to do. The one that goes around the world for like
people,
9 months.
People were sick. People died.
Let me be sick.
People died on the cruise.
die.
People did a lot of things on that cruise. People gave birth.
Yeah, let me give birth. I wanted to, because I think it's the best, because it's that long, because the ship stops for a few days in this country or a few days in that country. And so I think it's the best way to just do your international travels in one go.
Just
you
go
know?
one.
But obviously, they just do.
Oh yeah, unless I join her.
Digest.
Unless I join her on this cruise, but I don't think I will. I think okay. You know what I'll do? I'll join you maybe like a 3 months or 2 months.
Yeah, then you get off in Spain.
Then I get
and
off
you come
somewhere
back,
and fly back. Because personally, guys, I'm a man's sham.
Oh, and I
Like,
love the ocean.
I love the ocean, yes, but the rocking of a cruise ship is different. It's
I
not.
wouldn't know,
But
yeah.
I missed Lay's. I was craving Doritos. I was craving McDonald's. Like, oh my God.
But don't they have restaurants,
Yeah.
their cuisines? No.
Remember, cruise ship is for Abelungu. It's not for us black people.
Oh, so there was no like.
Bruh, there was no.
Imagine 9 months without chicken leg. Nah, I'm wilding.
See?
Okay, I can do it. I can do it.
I tell you, it's tough. It's tough. The food is not seasoned. Like this, I told you it's Abelung. It's not seasoned, guys. Like it's why, guys. I don't know. They need, that 6 gun.
Yeah.
Please,
Even the drinks.
bruh. Please, I tell you, the drinks, the food. Please, guys, it's among us 6 gun. Like pack a 6 gun. Pack an acha. Pack a Nando's hot sauce.
Do they allow you to bring those things on the
I don't know, but pack anything that will give your food flavor. Because even, guys, the only thing that bust were fries. And you cannot go wrong with fries. Oh, yeah, the pizza. Oh, the pizza was so good. Especially like midnight pizza. Thing went down. But otherwise, everything
It went
else.
down because really alcohol is an amplifier, guys. Alcohol will make andicios. It will make andicios taste amazing. Love for andicios.
It's just ambitious.
You guys, right? You guys scammers. Wink, wink.
Quick. So yeah, so please, you won't survive.
Okay, noted.
But I said that I would rather live without music than food because I love food. So maybe because you don't have the same.
No,
I love-
food is such an inconvenience for me, guys.
then you'll be
like,
fine.
The need to eat is such an inconvenience. If I could just live on vibes,
See,
it'd be great. I'd be fine. What's my other thingy? I want to attend school in the UK, US, and this is only because of the perceptions of school I had as a child. I thought school in the UK and the US was so fire. Also, I want to be like that immigrant kid. Right? And I'm gonna milk being a South African. Yes,
like I'm South African.
Lie to them. Afrikaans, just like you.
So,
I'm gonna wear
you wanna-
traditional what?
You wanna do semester broads? You're gonna have traditional earrings.
Yes.
Like you have like the South African flag.
As African as they come, bruh. As African, if they say it's a cultural day, nyaki, the one in the middle of the course. I want to do that. Like, just even if I'm doing a short course or
Like a
business
6
school,
month,
something
3
6 months,
months.
1 year, something. As long as I go to school in the UK, US, and milk being South African.
Okay, sounds fun. I feel like I would do that. Like, UJ offers like exchange programs for that, but I
Yeah.
never took them because like my bursary I don't think would pay. Even though, okay, not that it would pay because it's an exchange program, so they do cover your stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of like, for the route CASA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, I would do that. I also want to like just study in a different. Like we have
Yeah.
exchange students in our class from Namibia,
Yeah.
and I feel like they're having a
Oh,
time.
Namibia don't count, man.
No,
Namibia is the next door.
but like
your
you studying-
capital is Windhoek. Hulle praat Afrikaans.
there's
Like,
like-
please talk to me about Spain. Yes.
You wanna be like, I want to be an HBC. Is it HBCU or something? Howard University.
Yes.
You know, like I want to join the thing is apparently they demonic, but I wanted to join sorority. No, the AKAs.
Apparently they are demonic, actually.
Yeah, the Alpha Kappa
Alpha.
the pink and green. Oh my God, Delta.
And then you do those dances. Those mains.
Get out the way. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool bucket list item.
Right?
Now I feel like my bucket list is boring. I want to go to Bali.
Okay.
I genuinely want to do Bali.
We can do Bali end of this year, actually.
20,000. Miguel.
Yeah.
Finally deposit.
Oh.
Really rent that we need to think about.
You guys are moving together.
Yes.
We're thinking about it seriously. Please give us your tea.
Why is he shaking his head?
He's like, because I did get a lot of advice saying that moving in with like
a friend
can cause like problems.
Yeah, I also
and also
got
because
that.
we work together, we don't want it
Nancy's.
to mess up thought.
It is very, tricky to move in with a friend. Like I've seen friendships just get destroyed over,
But we are not a statistic. Amen.
We're going to do it like on a trial basis, Bandla. We're not going to sign a 1-year lease now.
Yeah, maybe 6 months and see where it goes. Yeah. But like, we can do Bali. I want to do Bali.
Bali is affordable, dude.
Yes, it's like 20K.
Especially if you're splitting it between 2 people.
Literally 20K. That's all you need. Like for your flight, your accommodation,
and
you might literally do things.
Well, then again, it's 2024.
Do you think inflation?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so I want to do Bali, so that's on my bucket list.
Bali
so
is lovely.
I know you guys would love to see us in Bali. So
Bali, and
watch the
when
ads.
we go to Bali, like we have to be intentional about the content that we create. I've seen like people go to Bali and just a vlog here and there, photo shoot.
We need to fit. We need to have fits for locations. We know where we're going.
An itinerary.
I don't like going to a trip
that.
and then we wake up in the morning and say, "Oh my God, what are we doing?" Then you're losing the opportunity to experience the area. So we need an itinerary. So we have the looks. So I want to go on the swing. And you know that swing with the dress that you wear, long dress.
Yes, I know that swing. But there's also like a boat ride along a really beautiful river.
Yes, and then you there. Oh my God, we would eat.
But you know what I also enjoy about international travel, right? Yes, the aesthetics are great, going to the beach, taking these amazing pictures. But I think at the core of travel, what I enjoy is living like the locals. Like getting to know the local life, getting to know what it is to be an everyday Mozambican, everyday Thai person,
So I think we would enjoy it. I feel like it would be fun, like a 2-week or a week trip to
2
Bali.
weeks. Let's eat that. Hey, but also 2 weeks is long to be in a different country.
It could end up feeling like very short. We might find ourselves surprised. Maybe we get like a visa that's long enough.
Yeah.
But like 2 weeks. Of course, it will be long enough for 2 weeks. And then maybe we don't book return. Like we book a week, like a return for a week. And then if we feel like staying longer, we extend our flights.
That works.
Yeah. So I want to go to Bali. That's bucket list item. And then I actually was planning on going to Bali for finishing like school entirely. I feel like I deserve that. Yeah. And then, okay, now your turn.
And then it's the regulars, bungee jumping, skydiving, shark diving.
I have skydiving, yeah.
All of it. I want to almost die.
See, I'm not going to do the shark diving one because that one is just craziness. I can do bungee jumping is also
Sharks
crazy.
Are harmless. More people die from being on their phone a year than they do from shark attacks.
Because more people don't meet sharks than use their phone. Like, think about it. Have you met a shark? No, you wouldn't be allowed to tell the story. No, exactly. So
I just saw it through the glass.
Exactly, it doesn't count. So yeah, shark thingy is crazy. I will do skydiving. I feel like I wouldn't do it. Like I want to do it, but my mind.
Yeah, you're gonna get that mental block. But you know what? I'm the friend that's gonna push you.
I need that type of friend because otherwise I'm not gonna push myself.
No, physically.
Yes, just go
shove you out the plane,
and then I'll figure it out in the air. And
get out of here!
Oh my God!
And then you pull it in time, and then you float,
and then you go.
But yeah, all of those other things are on my, I wouldn't say the basic ones, but the common ones.
They're the common ones. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you uncommon. And I would be on Forbes 30 under 30.
Ooh! You got it. I believe in you. You're definitely going to be on
Period. That. I don't even know for what, but I'm going to be there.
I have an unpopular opinion about Forbes 30 under 30.
Same. But I just want to be there, but same. Okay. But also there's different types of lists because I know there's the CA Forbes under 30, 30 under 30. There's the influencer one, which is like the business one. And then the influencer one is...
The influencer one should have never been a thing.
Yeah, it's odd.
It reduces the prestige of the title. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not to say that influencing is not a prestigious job, but I think it's not only like from
anyone can just be on Forbes.
Not even, but it sets an unrealistic goal for other influencers because you have to be clocking Samsung and flipping Vodacom and flipping, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these influencers don't primarily make all their money from influencing. So to say that you're an influencer for under 30, you're a millionaire because of yo, come on.
I hear you.
Unless you're also maybe for the creators in the US that would make sense because their CPM is higher.
I think maybe it's like, I think it also considers like, what are you doing like business wise?
Yes, for like, business it makes sense.
Because like Umihlali for instance has what's it called? Malakite,
I think.
Yeah,
because it's KYT.
Yeah. They she has that going on for herself. Yeah. Also, Lasizo was there.
Lasizo was there.
What does he have? Lasizo is a brand in general. I think he's a very decent brand.
No, guys.
But yeah, so
Forbes has always been exclusive, and I feel like
it made it unexclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It made it a free for all.
The last thing is I wanna go on Kyalami racetrack.
Yes, and race. That's also on mine too.
I wanna do that.
And just nearly die also.
No.
And then just what's that smell? Something's on fire. It's the tire. Oh no! Whoa, she's gonna die. I'm gonna die. What the?
Yeah, I want to do that for vibes. So yeah, that's my bucket.
That's mine too. I'm done.
Okay, okie dokie. We can go into our games.
And our game is fact or cap, which basically is like true or false.
Yeah, are you telling the truth or you lying? Are you lying? Are you?
Do you want to start? You start.
Okay, fact or cap. Your tongue senses different tastes in different areas.
Fact.
Cap.
Really? What the heck? I believed that all my life.
The tongue does not have a specific region dedicated for tasting different things. Instead, taste buds are distributed all over the tongue, allowing you to detect all tastes.
My whole life is a lie. My entire life science knowledge, not even life science, as a child.
We lying. Well, I also thought I said fact, and then I saw the outside was cap. I was like, cap. It's cap.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. A is the most common letter used in the English language.
Yes. Fact.
Cap. It's E. Yeah. I also thought it was A.
11.
Because almost everybody
12.
you know.
Oh my God, it's E. 1, 3, 5, 7,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Counting in J gives E the advantage.
Actually.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Your turn.
Okay.
Where we at? 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0.
Let's say best out of 3.
Okay. You lose most of your body heat through your head. Fact or cap? Think about it. It's hot up there.
Body heat through your head. I'm gonna say cap.
You correct?
Yes!
Cap.
Woo. You're trying to trick me, ne?
Yeah.
It gets hot up there. I'm like, wait a minute, girl. You can't trick me.
You can't trick me. Yeah, it's cap. Yeah.
Where do you lose most of your body heat?
There's a thing here. While it's true that the head is an area of the body where heat can be lost, it is not true that most of your body heat is lost through the head. The amount of heat lost through the head is proportional to the amount of exposed skin. Mm-hmm. And it is not significantly different from other parts of the body. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Huh. So it just depends. Like, so this is losing more heat than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
What's
so much
exposed?
sense.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Okay.
A cross between a horse and a zebra is called a hobra.
Cap.
You're right. It is cap. It's actually called a zorse.
I think I've heard Zorse before. I've heard
And then
Zorse
a male
before.
horse and a zebra, a female zebra and a male horse is called a zonkey. Makes no sense. Shouldn't it be a horse and a donkey? I mean, a zebra and a donkey. But anyway, it's called a zonkey.
Zorse. So far,
Zorse.
1-1.
1-1.
Okay. Okay, where's the next one? Okay, water that has been boiled in a microwave and then cooled is harmful to plants.
How on earth am I supposed to know that, bro? Like, nah, you're setting me up. I can't lie. You're setting me up. How am I supposed to know that?
Okay, fine. Let me give you. Okay,
Fact.
cap.
I should have just let
I was
her give me
about
another one.
to change it for
I
you.
should have let you change it. Like, I was
about
just
to-
like, what, radio waves in the microwave are not
And
good for
then
the
now
what,
you
the what, the
the
what.
no water that has been boiled in the microwave and then cooled is not harmful to plants. Boiling water in a microwave does not change its chemical composition or make it harmful to plants.
I don't like you right now. You made me feel dumb. Like, how on earth am I supposed to do it? Whatever. Hippos sweat a red substance. Fact or cap?
Hippos, do they even sweat?
That's a good question. Because they're always in water. Well, not always, but
Or red substance? Fact.
you get the point.
It was so odd. Like, I didn't know the answer. It was just like an odd
I was hoping
statement.
you convinced yourself that it's cap. Like, you convinced yourself that's
Nah.
too ridiculous
Like
for it,
it,
to be
it
true.
was such an odd, like, out of all colors, there's green, blue,
Red.
and then it was red.
And I've
knew
never
it
seen
had
hippo
to-
sweat before.
But that's true. But I've also like just imagined maybe the light of the sun and like the red soil that they roll around that we don't see the red sweat.
You're just coming up with your own reasons. At this point.
Yeah. I am.
You're coming up
I
with
am.
your own reasons.
So far, I'm. Did I win?
Yes, 2-1.
Okay. Or do you
I
want us
still
to
have
carry
I
on?
still have a chance, man.
Okay, let me give you
Somewhat of a chance.
Let me give you the last one. Is it me who's giving you the last one? Okay. The Oxford English Dictionary lists the first use of the acronym OMG, meaning oh my God, as having appeared in 1917 letter written to Winston Churchill.
Yeah. That's cap. There's no way that can be true.
It is true.
What?
Yeah.
OMG.
Was used in 1917.
1917.
Oh my God. The given answer fact is correct. The explanation is that the Oxford English Dictionary indeed lists the first use of the acronym OMG as appearing in the 1917 letter written to Winston Churchill. Yeah.
Yeah, you win.
So it's been used before the internet.
You win. Whatever. Let's move on to our long topic. Because Karima, you tricked me.
I tricked you.
You tricked me.
I tricked you, Shanice. I tricked you. Okay. Today's long topic. And what's today's long topic?
Navigating heartbreak. What was that?
It was heartbreak, bruh.
You can be so animated. You know that. You can be incredibly animated. She does the sparkles and she does the animations. The heartbreak animation.
heartbreak.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Navigating heartbreak. Are we heartbroken? Are you heartbroken?
I am. Which sort of sounds like a contrast to being healthy that we mentioned in the live update. But I think you can function in heartbreak. One, I think it's healthy to recognize that you are heartbroken instead of, compartmentalizing. Which is something that I'm trying to get rid of because I'm great at compartmentalization.
Yep.
I'm fantastic at it. And I think if I'm going to move into the next season of my life, actually I was scrolling on Instagram and this guy, I forgot his name, and he says a lot of people try to rush themselves past heartbreak when it's a season and you have to endure the season because one, seasons change, so it's not going to be forever. Two, seasons change you as well. there are things that happen within a season. The leaves fall, you know, all of these things. The grass changes color, and so in the season, some leaves of yours need to fall, you know. So I'm not rushing myself past this heartbreak. I'm feeling it, and I'm feeling it to the max, you know. Are you heartbroken?
No.
You're not?
Yeah.
Really? Surprising.
Yeah. I think it's maybe attributable to the fact that it was a healthy relationship.
Okay.
That when we broke up, it wasn't like, oh my God, you did this. Like yes, it had like a little bit of like, we ended it before it got toxic.
Okay.
And I feel like what makes some heartbreaks painful is your attachment to the toxicity of the relationship.
Okay.
Because
that's
like,
an interesting perspective.
Because it's like a thing of like,
also, before you continue, sorry for cutting you. I missed this so much. My goodness. I just missed this.
Real.
Goodness, yes.
That is so real. I agree. But like, also, I think it was like a matter of, he had said something to me that like helped like me in my heartbreak.
Hey, and really they do that, ne?
Yeah.
They help you get over them.
Yeah,
quickly.
he helped me in the heartbreak. He said, I remember he once told me, he's like, oh, why is it when women get into relationships, they consume their lives with their partner? Like you make everything revolve around the person. And I feel like that's just how we show love, you know?
Dedication.
So when the relationship ended, I made it a goal to consume my life with other things, right? And that meant friends, family, my work, my school. And because of that, there was no room to feel the void of his presence no longer being there. You know, it's like, oh yes, I'll miss you there and there. But because my life was so good, because of the other aspects, I'm working, I love working. School's missing me, but that's whatever. But like,
what's new there?
But I'm just feeling everything else that I wasn't feeling in the relationship in terms of what's happening in my life around me. That I'm just like, I'm Gucci. I think I'm good single.
That's wonderful, actually.
I thrive in my single. Bruh, I glow in my singleness.
Don't we all? Boyfriend air is such a real thing. Boyfriend air is a very real thing.
No, there is glowing in relationships. You do glow a different way.
Yes, you do. But over time, I think you pay a lot more attention to you showing up in the relationship as a partner than you do as yourself.
You pay less attention to you and taking care of you and more attention into the relationship. Like, oh, I need to show up my best for this person. Do this. So, hence the consuming yourself with that person. So once I start paying attention to me, bruv, I've been doing Bible study. I'm Gucci. I think single Mpho is the best version of Mpho.
Can I offer a different perspective?
Yes, you may. You may pop my Bible.
I'm not gonna pop your Bible.
Go ahead and pop it.
I'm not gonna pop it. I'm not gonna pop it. I think that there are so many dimensions to heartbreak. Yes, sometimes I agree with your perspective. Sometimes you're heartbroken because, you know, it was a toxic relationship and that's what you were familiar with, right? But heartbreak is also a form of grief, I think.
Yes.
Right? Because you're mourning something that was.
Yes.
A connection that was. And a person who was. Because as much as you can maybe remain in contact as friends or whatever, which you guys know I'm against, but as much as the person still continues to exist outside the relationship, you mourn who they were for you. And you mourn the relationship you had with them and the dynamic that you had with them. And that's where the grief comes in, is that I loved this person. I loved you this way. Right? And also you're grieving the end of a possibility.
You see, grieving the end of a possibility, I resonate with that. Because I did grieve that, you know, but I realized that, you know what, God is so good to me. Now, whatever future I dreamt of with this person, God definitely has a one better for me with someone else. So I feel like that was like a thing that helped me get past that type of grief. But in terms of like grieving the person, I have a bad relationship with grief. I don't know how to grieve people. Whether they die, I'm that person, I cry once and I'm Gucci. Like,
really?
Yeah, I don't know how to grieve people at all. You would think that this person passing on didn't break me or anything. But truly, I might be broken, but I don't know how to. I don't know. My mind and my heart does not register people leaving.
Sheesh.
So I don't grieve their departure.
Ma'am, are you registering how unhealthy that is?
Yeah, I'm registering now.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. Because I think grief is an essential part of being. You are going to lose. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose hope. You're going to lose yourself. Sometimes you have to grieve versions of yourself. And grief, for a very long time, I looked at it as a negative thing. I looked at loss as a negative thing. And especially because grief does initially impact you very negatively. Yes. It destabilizes you. It makes you incredibly sad, definitely borderline depressed. But I remember, which book was I reading? I'll put it in the comments when I remember. But it said, grief is just love in a heavy coat, right? It's all the love that you can no longer give to somebody or something that you once loved, right? And so a healthy way to grieve is recognizing that, one, the love is still present. However, you cannot express it in the manner that you used to. You can find other ways to express that love for somebody. So if somebody passes away, you can't give that person the love anymore, but you can remember them in a loving manner. And you can actively remember them in your life, you know, not thinking of them in a sad way anymore, saying, you were once here and I acknowledge that you existed. Moreover, I carry your existence with me. I carry who you were with me, the good parts of you at the very least. I think that's a healthy way to grieve. And grieving, and I'm talking about grieving holistically now. I've spoken about it in terms of losing a loved one to death, of course, but grieving a relationship as well. For me, I used to think, it's the end of the world. You know, what do I do now? Who do I love now? But now I've learned that a healthy way for me to grieve a relationship is, one, recognizing that I was able to love. I had the privilege to love somebody. I had the privilege of being loved, and remembering lovingly. Does that make sense? You know, being happy that I was able to show up in that way. As much as that love is lost, it's gone. I can't express it to the person the way that I used to. But I have to be grateful that it existed to begin with. Yeah, it's
a beautiful thing.
You have to learn to grieve.
Hey, man, I don't know. Maybe I just have like, what's that thing? Maybe I'm just blessed in the fact that I can accept people leaving very easily.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just I don't grieve. Maybe it's not that I don't grieve. Yeah. It's a matter of like I have.
You accept.
Yes, I easily accept.
Okay, which is the final stage of grief, if I'm not mistaken.
So I don't go through the
5 stages.
The denial.
Yeah, you don't.
Really? I just go into the shock. If stage 1 is shock, I jump from stage 1 to stage 5. So I just go from shocked, and then that's when like I cry, I bawl. I'm like, oh my God.
So you never found yourself revisiting something that you once grieved?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, how blessed.
Like when I remember the people like in remembrance, I remember them with so much love. I have zero pain in my heart when I remember people I've lost.
Really?
I just remember them with so much love, and I'm like, oh my God, you would have loved.
Then you have grieved.
I'm just like, you would have loved seeing me here.
You have grieved.
You would have loved.
And just in your own way.
Yeah, I guess.
Some of us take it longer.
Yeah, see, for me, it's like, you know, because I'm also hyper emotional, so I process things very quickly. The breakup chat. The breakup chat. Yes. Yeah. So that's what it is. So how we broke up was because basically he takes a longer time to process different things in a relationship, and I process things as they happen. So I don't, we need to sit, and maybe because I think on hyperdrive, maybe, but like to sit and like think about some and dwell on it and meditate on it.
You don't.
Yeah, because my heart already knows. So the conclusion is already written before. So yeah. So I process things very quickly. I process things on hyperdrive.
You know, you mentioning that the way that the both of you resolved conflict was very different, and it caused a massive rift in your relationship. I can't wrap my head around that, because I've never witnessed a relationship where the conflict resolution skills are the same.
Yes.
2, I've never been in a relationship where conflict resolution skills are the same. I'm very withdrawn, but the partners that I've had in the past were very what is it called?
Let's solve it now.
Attached, yes.
Yeah.
What am I? Oh, next episode we should talk about attachment styles.
I think yes, we should. I think we should.
I think that has a lot to do with the way that you approach conflict and conflict resolution.
I'm just like, let's solve it now, and then he's like, oh, I need time to heal my wounds. And I'm like, bruv.
And that doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, I'm like, what wounds?
Yeah.
Like, we fought, we said,
like,
I'm
it
sorry.
Makes so much sense to me.
We said we changed. You need time to heal your wounds. I'm just like, bruv. Okay, maybe it's because, okay, yes, I know what it is. I have a very forgiving heart, you know? So it's a thing of like, I've already forgiven you before we even get into the conversation. You need time to process whether you should forgive me or not. And for me, that is not love, because it means that you think you better in the relationship than I am. To think that you don't have the rights, like you don't make mistakes, you don't thingy, like, oh, I'll never do that. I would have reacted perfectly in that situation. I would have done that perfectly. I'm very like forgiving from the gate. Before things start, I've already forgiven you, you know. Whether or not I carry on the relationship is different. That doesn't change the fact that I've forgiven you. Manja, when you need a week to process whether you should forgive me or not. What? Just like, what is that about, you know? So I feel like that also comes into the difference of like conflict resolution. Because I feel like how you resolve conflict is a reflection of how you like the position, how you see yourself in the relationship in a sense.
I was gonna knack you there, because you know I'm that kind of person who wants to go and think about it, you know. But I'm actually going to agree with you. I think there is an element of pride in taking time to forgive, because it's like I'm above you. Well, not above you, but I'm above this thing that you've done. You know, and so you either need to earn my forgiveness, or I need to convince myself that you are worthy of it. And that's why I need a few days.
Now you need a few days to think about it.
I do agree.
So when you say that to me, you need a few days. I'm just like, bruv, we were both hurt by a situation. A situation both hurt us. It's you forgive or you don't. You know, a few days to think about whether you're gonna. But that means you're the type to mention this again in the next argument. I feel like that's how it be. Like people will say, I need a week to think about. What? This is not over. Like the fact that you need a week, it is not over. It's gonna carry on. It's gonna carry on.
Because what happens during the week that you're thinking?
You're gonna be. But it's like you feed the negative energy.
That's true.
People who literally take time to resolve conflict feed the negative. Bruh, like I understand taking like a 30 minutes to go outside and take a fresh air, a breather, because you want to say something you regret. But I highly believe in like calming. You can calm yourself down in 30 minutes. Yes, you are still hurt by the situation. You didn't like the situation, but you can calm yourself.
I think it also it depends on the intensity of the wrong.
Fair. You know, like
if you said something mean to me, I'm not gonna dwell on it for a few days. You know, I'm gonna dwell on it for a few minutes, and then we're going to reconcile. But if you did something wild, give me the days. Give me the 4-5 days.
See, the doing something wild thing, it's a thing of, as you said, the 4-5 days is you wanna, you know, like you wanna. It's pride. It's still prideful.
It's also a way of punishing the person.
You're punishing the person when they did something wild.
Right.
You know, so it's still punishment, but it's like, okay, however you wanna cope with what they did that was wrong, and that's how you wanna punish them, and they're like, hey man, I deserve that punishment. Go ahead, boo boo. But now when it's a thing of like, oh, but we can't be because I literally had the worst week of like my year, and I didn't show up as the best girlfriend, and that thing shook him to the point where he withdrew completely from the relationship, and he was like, oh my God, I have wounds from that week, as if I wasn't carrying a big burden that week. And I'm like, if you expect me to react perfectly in imperfect situations, or you can't forgive my imperfections in an imperfect situation, I don't think we're gonna work.
I think you're right. Relationships include a lot of, you know, what is it called? Attentiveness.
Yeah.
You have to be hyper attentive.
You have
and very considerate, you know? And that's something that I recognize that I didn't show up like that in my previous relationship. I wasn't very considerate. I wasn't attentive again of the person's needs. It was primarily me. How are you showing up for me? You know, and how are you affecting my emotions and my mental health and my physical health? I didn't pay attention to the little things that indicate somebody's not okay. You know, I chose to take, I think that was also the position that he was in. He chose to take offense rather than look at the reason as to why you said the things that you said or why you behaved the way you behaved. And I think that's natural human instinct to react and be like, how can you say such an offensive thing to me, you know? Or how can you not see me for 3 days? Or how can you not see me for a week? That's our initial reaction. Instead of just maybe considering this person has never spoken to me this way. What is it that has changed to make them speak to me this way, you know?
At least you are considering those things. You're saying those things. I have someone, okay, he was a good partner, né? But like he held things inside. Yeah. I feel like that's maybe what made me accept the breakup so quickly, is because literally when he wrote the messages to the reasons why he was thinking, I literally spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks begging this person, let's fix our relationship. What do I need to change? What is wrong? What's going on? Let me try, even trying to meet this person. And this person was like, no, I just feel like, so I'm thinking it's because of this one incident. And then now when the relationship ends, you come and you mention 10 incidents.
Yeah, that is a little bit of grudge holding.
Bruh.
A little? Nah, it's not a little.
Bruh, and I'm just like, this is a small scale, bruh. This is like a 3-month relationship. Yeah. And you held grudges to this point. Yeah. Like the fact that you couldn't communicate that this and this and this and this made you uncomfortable. And for me, those were like little things that could have changed. I was like, that explains why he had so much aggression, you know, so much anger. But at the same time, I was like, it's too late. Yeah. Because like you left me clueless for 2 weeks. You don't do that to people. So that's what I'm saying. Conflict resolution skills need to be the same. Very important, man. Yeah. Actually, how you emotionally, I don't want to say the emotional maturity needs to be the same because he was very emotionally mature. Yeah. But like in terms of conflict, I don't think we both.
Remember when we were talking about forms of intimacy and how conflict is a way to build intimacy? Yeah. I think, now I'm getting it. I think the inability, now I'm getting it. Wow, I think the inability to solve conflict reduces intimacy, and that is grounds for breakup. Yes. Wow, I did not look at it that way.
Yep.
I did not look at it that way.
Yep. That's what it was. So
goodness gracious.
Yeah, let's go back to the normal breakup things.
We're diverting.
What is
Are we diverting?
No, we're not. What is it about a heartbreak that changes you?
For me, it's something that I mentioned earlier, that version of you that showed up in the relationship no longer exists. You know, a lot of women, even on the radio on the way here, I heard some women say only now, after 10 relationships, she's able to love herself and get to know herself, right? So I think heartbreak provides fresh perspective. Any pain provides fresh perspective. And I'm totally against women losing themselves in a relationship, but it happens. It really happens. And so heartbreak allows you to revisit who you were before the relationship, grieve who you were in the relationship, and now build someone new from the relationship ending.
I agree with you, but I feel like it also determines, that is determined on why your heart is broken. Okay. That's why it took her 10 relationships to finally love herself. Because her heart was 10 broken. Years. Well, 10 years. Yes. But like, it's because like if your heart is broken for the wrong reasons, you know, you're mourning the wrong things, your heart is broken for the wrong reasons, you aren't going to grow. Okay. You're going to fall back into
what could the wrong reasons possibly be?
If like your heart is broken because you miss, like, I don't know, the toxic situation. Okay. You know, like people, like imagine like you were in an abusive relationship. The relationship ends because he broke up with you. Not because you left because of the abuse, because he broke up with you. Your heart is broken because he left you. Yeah. Which is the wrong reason. You should be happy he left you because you were in an abusive relationship, you know? And you realizing that, yes, of course, if you realizing that, okay, my heart is broken, but why is it broken? What is it? who am I missing? Why am I missing this person? That allows you room for growth.
Yeah.
Because, okay, why am I missing this toxic person? But now if you just, oh my God, I miss Teddy. And then your heart is broken because you miss Teddy. But Teddy used to beat you every week. Teddy used to...
Again, let me pick your brain on that issue.
Okay, fine.
Right?
Okay, cool.
Which... Again, on the surface, it looks like she should be happy that she's leaving this abusive
Of course, you're not
relationship.
happy because you're losing, like, maybe your best friend, someone you spoke to, someone you... But, like, it's a thing of, like... I feel like if you're, for instance, in that situation, if you are not the one to have left it, you will go back into it.
Yes. Yes. But...
And hence the no growth.
Okay, am I correct in saying you've never been in an abusive relationship? Physically abusive?
I've never allowed a relationship to get there.
Okay.
In a sense of like, when someone is like, I'm like, Papa, 911. Hello?
Okay.
My dad is a cop. I'll take you to jail. You see, like a guy has once tried to get aggressive with me. And I was like so quick to, before he even went and punched the pole, he even broke his own phone. He took out his aggressions elsewhere, you know. But it's a thing of like, I don't, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I want to pick your brain, because you've never been in the situation.
Yeah.
Right? So the first time that physical abuse happens in a relationship, and I'm going to speak from the perspective of the male being the aggressor, the perpetrator, the aggressor, right? I'm not familiar with the
vice
inverse.
versa, yeah.
But the first time it happens, women often make excuses, right, for this person. And you'll find that there is sort of a disassociation from the person who's abusing you. They're dissociating from who they are in the moment of anger as opposed to who they were when they weren't angry. So they themselves oftentimes don't know what they're doing, right? And you as well, I'm talking about the aggressor. That's why I'm saying, let me pick your brain, because you've never been in this situation before, right? So sometimes that's what happens. You'll find he'll say, I don't know what came over me. Usually that would be the reason, not the reasoning, but the reasoning behind it. And the woman will then make excuses and say, I've never seen him like this before, so this can't be who he is. I'm going to forgive him, right? Until it happens a second time and a third time, and his reasoning will remain the same. Obviously, the reasons will now increase. You made me this way.
I watched a Korean drama, and it's about divorce. You all should watch it.
Yeah.
Literally, there's a woman who's in that situation who has a blue eye, and she's scared to divorce her because how is he gonna eat? I cook for him, and he says he even threatens to commit suicide. The guy, if she leaves him.
Yes.
He's like, I don't know. I just do it when I'm drunk. Just do it when I'm drunk.
Yeah. You see. So even the reasons now. The list of reasons increase that, now I did it because you provoked me to anger and I don't know how to control my anger. I'm so sorry. Right? And that forms a trauma bond.
See?
Mm-hmm. And so while on the outside looking in, escape, leave him. You know, you have to leave him. If he keeps doing this to you, you'll die. From her perspective, it's, I have to save him. We have to save each other from each other. Do you get what I'm saying? He feels provoked. I feel abused. Let's fix this thing because it wasn't always like this. Right?
That's what the point I'm saying stems from that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you mourning? You're
bond.
mourning the trauma.
Let me tell you,
bond.
Relationships like that have really high highs, Mpho. Like really high freaking highs.
You remember what I told you the other day?
Detrimental lows.
Don't take...
So that's what she's grieving.
Remember when I told you gifts of... there's a difference between a present and a...
Apology.
And what is it? What did I call it? A consolation gift. I called it something.
You did call it something. Did you say a peace? No.
Peace offering.
Peace offering.
Yes, peace offering. This is why we need a podcast in a house, because we were having a conversation about this the other day, and I was like, no, the thing is, women, we cannot dissociate. Like, we cannot separate when a man is surprising you with an actual gift or if it's a peace offering. If someone is doing something wrong to you and then the next day they come to you with flowers, it's not a gift. It's a peace offering. It's not like, oh my God, I loved you and I thought of these flowers out of the blue. No, he's apologizing. It's a peace offering. So it's a thing of like, yeah, maybe that's why I don't find myself in those situations.
Yeah.
Because I see peace offerings and gifts as two different things. When you come to me and I'm sorry, I see your peace offering. Thank you very much. I really like the peace offering. You have received the peace, but that doesn't mean my heart skipped a beat. No, it's a peace offering. Like, why is my heart skipping a beat?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think it's also, maybe it's because I've witnessed abusive relationships that I've like learned from witnessing them, and I'm just like, what are you mourning? The trauma. If you're mourning the trauma and that's what is breaking your heart and that's what you miss, you'll find yourself back in it.
It's true.
And that's when a relationship does not change you. But when heartbreak changes you is when it's different, when now you took the step to leave the relationship and you're mourning it, but you made the decision to leave. Yeah. That's when change starts to happen, because you will admire your strength, firstly, of leaving, you know, and it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength to leave those situations, and you'll start to see yourself in a different light. And I feel like that's when change happens, when you make decisions to leave toxic relationships. Yeah. And I've been heartbroken before, but I never changed, because if that person were to ask for me back, I would have went back, because they're the ones who ended the relationship. But I didn't leave the toxic relationship. It means I was fine in that toxic relationship, and hence why I didn't grow. Because a person who's grown and changed from relationships does not go back to those toxic relationships. So yes, how has heartbreak changed me? That is how. See that thinking process. That's how heartbreak has changed me.
Okay, the next question is, how do we return to comfortable solitude? I think we've covered that.
Yeah, like returning to comfortable solitude. Surround yourself with people
who love you.
But do the things you stopped doing because of this man. This man said, hey, Mina, I don't like you when you're chilling with Tom and Jerry. I'm more chilling to Tom and Jerry. Bruh, like, go back and chill with Tom and Jerry, bruh.
But then you're going to be that friend who left us because she's in a relationship, and now that the relationship is over, we must now embrace her. I'm that friend, I can't lie.
I will embrace you. I'm the friend who embraces, because I'm that friend as well. You're like, I will embrace you because it's like, girl, where have you been? Yeah. And shame, as friends, we have to, guys, you know, I realize like a friendship is a deeper type of bond than a relationship. Because these people have to like accept you in your nonsense.
As we are.
In your nonsense. Like,
we will watch you go back to that guy over, and we will hug you every single time. We'll console you every single time.
Those are my girls. Those are my friends are those people. So yeah, you go back to Tom and Jerry, you hang out with your friends. Yeah. I tell you, your solitude is very nice.
Actually.
Your solitude very nice.
Actually. Okay. You said what I wanted to say. When is it the right time to move on? By moving on, I mean opening a new chapter. Whether that means
getting into a new relationship, there's no right time. Depends on the
state of the heart.
Not even the state of the heart. Yes, the state of the heart. Yeah. Like, when you move on from your previous relationship, that is the right time to move into a new relationship. Because you can move on within a day because that relationship meant nothing. Then go back into the dating pool, my sister. You can move on within a year because it took you a year to actually move on from a relationship. So anytime is tea time, baby.
I have an incredibly difficult time moving on, man.
She does. Yeah. I've been trying to get her to explore the pool, and she's not exploring. Me, you guys know, every week I come, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship.
I wish I had your what is it, bravado? Like, I wish I had that, because I think too much about him being with another person. God forbid. What do you mean? Who better for you than me?
Anybody but you.
Oh, please. So I like that. That's what makes it difficult for me to move on. One, I can't envision you. I don't want to envision you with somebody else, right? Yeah. Two, starting over.
See,
now I gotta shower skin to skin with a new person. Mama. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
But like, that's the thing. Go at your pace, man.
But still, I think,
don't take it as starting over. Take it as moving.
Starting over, nigga. What's your favorite color? How many siblings do you have? That's not starting over.
Starting over is like you
coming to my house. My address is telling somebody telling a whole new person your address. What the heck?
It's not starting over. It's a new journey. You're exploring someone else.
You see that whole exploring somebody else, like, and here's what I've learned, right? And I know I'm very young to be saying this nonsense, right? I've just arrived here in my
this
20s,
world,
in this world, right? But a lot of the issues you face with one person, you're gonna face them with person number 2, number 3, number 4. Like a lot of these men, especially in our age, they have the same issues. My sister, I'm telling you,
my sister. If you keep facing the same people, it means you have not changed. Because why is it
not too much on me now?
Why aren't we getting those people now you are facing? Why aren't we getting the people you are facing? If your type is still the same, your result will be the same. That's how it is. If now you have not changed and you still like a guy who, oh my God, where have you? Yo, bro, like there was a guy who's literally old Mpho. Mpho hasn't changed, but I found it very attractive. That like he was like controlling like what I posted, and he wants to know what I'm doing. He wants me to, and I'm like, bruh, I don't even know your surname. Like old Mpho was like, oh my God, he's so like he's a daughter. He's
dominant.
And I'm like, I've seen that. You see, that was the guy who wanted to get physical. I was like, I see. I've experienced that before, and I was like, see. If you haven't changed, you'll still find those things attractive. Like, I found it attractive that guy went and beat the pole and threw his phone because I was like, oh my God. Now they'll be beating me, I'll be the pole.
Woo, not too much on me now.
Chincha. Stop finding toxic things attractive. And then you will stop attracting toxic men. That's how it is. It's as simple as that.
I see violent fun.
Close the chapter. Close the chapter. Yo, I would have really missed that meeting.
Yeah, I told you.
Anyways, that's on Heartbreak.
That's on her. I think it's a larger conversation. I did want to include other forms of heartbreak because I think people's hearts break from so many different things.
But we did touch on like loss of a person,
of a loved one.
Yeah, we touched.
But we didn't touch on things like friendships. Friendship heartbreak is also a real thing.
Friendship heartbreaks. Let's not get into it.
So I think this is another one of those conversations that we'll have again. Away from romantic relationships now, just exploring friendships, family relationships as well. There's a lot of heartbreak there. I think Clarissa also gave us some perspective on family heartbreak. But let us know who else you'd like to have on this couch. And once we agree on who we're having here next, we're spamming them. They can't say no. Actually, I should be looking there. They cannot say no.
You cannot
please
say no.
I love having guests over. It's a conversation. I like that we're not interviewing people. But we do have an exciting guest lined up, a professional.
Oh yes, guys, we're gonna have a therapist on our couch.
And trust me, we need it. We need.
So excited for that, and I'm so excited that you guys will get to maybe if you guys have any questions you would want us to ask them, comment them down below. What is the emoji for this week? Broken hearts.
We in sync.
Broken hearts. So spam us your broken hearts. You sure you got to the end of the video. Love you guys loads. Miss you guys a lot. Subscribe, like, comment. Mwah, share.
See you guys next week, Monday at 3 p.m.